Hey everyone, what's going on? Emily Roberts here. I want to share with you an analogy today about how to follow up with your potentials, how to build those relationships that you hear your leaders talk about all the time, and what exactly that means. You know, what it's like to put yourself out there with understanding that rejection may happen. You might hear the word no. So the analogy for me that comes to mind immediately is dating, right? You're probably going, Emily, where are you going with this? So let me kind of explain on that just a little bit. So for my reds and blues out there, if you've taken the color personality test, you know I'm talking to you. You're my reds, you're my blues. You like to have fun, you go big or go home. You love incentives and challenges and earning prizes and trips. I'm talking to you people. So let's start with y'all first. All right, so y'all are gonna be the people that are out shopping, or maybe you are at a bar and that's where you like to have fun. That's like where you like to meet your significant others if you're dating, okay? Maybe you're at a theme park. I don't know, something crazy, something fun and out there. But you see someone and you're like, hey, what's up? How you doing? You wanna go out sometime? Well, that's kind of how you are with your Plexus business. You're like, hey, would you like to earn some extra money? Hey, I got this pink drink that tastes so good and I have so much fun with my friends talking about it. You want to hear about it? It's kind of like that. So when you're nourishing those relationships, when you're putting yourself out there, that's what you're doing. That's how you do it. It's kind of like you're dating in the real world, but you're going to kind of date your potentials. Now, for those reds and blues, when you go out there and you're dating and you're putting yourself out there, you have fun. You go do the crazy dates. Maybe you go get a tattoo on that third date. That's crazy, right? Well, same concept. Maybe on that third message, that third text, that third call, or maybe you go to lunch with them, that third meeting, you're like, you know what, let's do this, let's go all in, you're gonna join today. That's kind of how I view my business. For those red personalities, and you're just ready to take charge and to teach them and to be a better leader because you're ready to lead. You want them on your team like yesterday. That's what this is gonna be like for you. You're going to ask them out on the first date. You're going to be the first one to message them. You don't wait for them to message you. And then my blues, you're going to talk about how fun you're how much fun you like to have. Maybe you enjoy being single. Maybe you love being your own rock star, but it's time to put yourself out there. It's time to get back in that game. So message them today. Don't be afraid to do that. Date your potentials. Talk about having fun. Talk about your leadership. Talk about the prizes and the trips, and lead with the opportunity. All right? Just like if you were dating, you would talk about your job first and then your friends and family. Same concept. Okay, so let me talk about my greens real quick. Maybe you've taken that personality test and you're a green. You love info. You love research. Okay, so how do you date? Well, you join about 12 different dating websites. And you put yourself out there slowly. You give them a little information at a time because you want all the dirt on them. You're running background checks and you're looking up their religion and their blood type, right? So same thing with your business. You're going to get every little bit of information, not only about the products and the company and what we have to offer, but what your people have to offer you, the customers, right? Your future potentials, your future ambassadors. What information can you provide them? What can you do to make yourself look better? How can you provide them with the research information they're looking on the products and ingredients? Or maybe the 11 ways that we earn income. That's how you're going to help your potentials. That's how you're going to reach out. You're going to provide them with the information they're looking for. But be careful, because you might attract other greens who love information, but don't forget about the people that like to have fun. Because guess what? Reds and blues balance out those greens. So find the people that like to have fun, and don't forget to lead with the opportunity. I know you're excited about our compensation plan and products, but have a little fun with this business too. Put yourself out there. I'll tell you this, I'm married a green personality. My husband is a research junkie, loves knowledge, loves info, loves to look up things, loves to learn new things. But I like to have fun. So we balance each other out. So don't forget about that when you're dating your potentials. Lastly, my yellows. You guys are my helpers. You're those motherly personalities, those fatherly personalities. You like to nourish those relationships and take care of other people. You don't care if you never made a dime with this Plexus business. You want to make sure they're taken care of. Well, guess what? You're probably the same way when you're dating and you're in relationships. You mother that person that you're in love with. You help them. You provide for them. You want them to be taken care of. Just like in this business, you want them to be on your team page. You want to give them scripted messages. You want to show them the proper way to post on Facebook, and you send welcome emails. You do a little bit of everything. Well, guess what? You might turn them off because you're overwhelming them, especially if they're red and blue and they're ready to go. They don't need a ton of info. They're all in. They're all in. You've already sold them. You're already helping them. Or maybe they're green. Maybe they need a little bit more time to research. So keep sending that information. But again, it's really important to take that personality test. Just like on those dating websites, you fill out all that information before you're accepted. It's the same thing. Take that personality test. Post statuses out there like the one that I've seen go around. It's like, hey, which of these 4 words stick out to you? Helpful, big, fun, research. And see what those potentials say back. Or you can ask that question directly to your potential to figure out what their color personality type might be. If they've been talking to you about Plexus for a while, send them the personality test. See what maybe you've been doing wrong this whole time. Maybe you've approached them as a green when they're really red or blue. Or maybe you've approached them as a blue and maybe they're yellow. So it's really important that when you're playing this dating game and you're all in and you're ready to build that business, your Plexus potentials need to be dated. There has to be a relationship there. You have to learn about them. You got to shut this and open these, right? That's why God gave us 2 ears, so we can get to know them just a little bit more, so we can listen and point them in the right direction because we know all there is to know about them. I shared this with you guys. Yeah, it's a little silly, but this is how I work my business. When you date with someone and you really like them, you call them, you check in on them, you provide them with flowers and little gifts, or maybe you take them out to dinner. That's how I treat my potentials. I call them, I message them, I follow up with them. I make sure they like their products. I make sure that we still have a lunch date on Thursday because I know they want more information before they go all in. That's how you should treat your business. Maybe we can coin it, the Plexus dating game. I don't know. But it's about relationships. This is relationship marketing. And I hope that analogy kind of points you in the right direction this week, and that you can go into this business with a new mindset. Go all in, date your potentials, figure out the relationship that you have with them by their personality color, and be the best role model and ambassador that you can be when you're representing Plexus. Good luck, you guys.